Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 24th, and today I listened to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. If it was like Family Feud asking 100 Beatles fans what the best Beatles album is, the top four answers on the board would probably be Revolver, Abbey Road, The White Album, and this one, Sgt. Pepper's. I'm going to be dropping the normal format today because I really don't have all that much to say about this album. My main impression of Sgt. Pepper's was pretty similar to my main impression of Revolver. It's okay. I didn't think it was bad, but there wasn't really anything about it that invokes strong emotions one way or another. Sgt. Pepper's is a quote unquote concept album, but the concept is just that this is a military band performing for people, and that's it. That's the story. The lines are more blurred between songs than they would be in another album, so yeah, it all sort of feels like one big experience. It feels like a concert. It's not really much of a question as to what was my favorite song on this album, but definitely the most interesting song on this album was Within You or Without You. If you think stereotypical psychedelia music, that is this song. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that stereotype came from songs trying to imitate this one. It has all the instruments you'd expect, and I can only really name one off the top of my head, the sitar, but it's something you're gonna have to listen to really understand what I'm talking about. It really fits the mold perfectly. If I had to pick a favorite song from this album, it would probably be Lovely Rita, because it just sort of sounded the best, but it's not by very much. A Day in the Life was interesting because it had almost like a false ending, or like a couple false endings. And what would happen is that this actually happened on a few of the albums where like the final song would have like solid 15 seconds of silence at the end. And I thought that's what was happening with A Day in the Life. But then it would start up as like ambient chatter. I guess the concert ended and everyone's going home or something. I can understand Sgt. Pepper's being very groundbreaking for its time, like this new interesting thing and like a decade defining, culturally defining moment. But looking at it now, I just find it kind of underwhelming. It's not bad, it's just not great. I guess it's basically just the idea of maybe it's not the best, it's more the first, and I can respect it for that. Technically, I do think it holds up, though I do like Revolver a little bit more than this one. I'll see you tomorrow.